going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Kevin Jackwitz. This is the Kaged Review, and I'm going to review Monday Night Raw for 128.19. What the fuck, people? Why? We're on the road to WrestleMania. Why did we get this? So, okay, let's talk about this. You start out with a very, very good promo. Seth Rollins, he comes in, he's very impassioned, he's all emotional. He's actually headlining his first WrestleMania, and I didn't even think about that because he's won at the main event WrestleMania before by cashing in, but he has not actually had his WrestleMania main event match. And so I was like, oh, well, okay. I can see why that would be emotional for him. And it was very cool. And then Triple H comes down. He's all emotional for Seth Rollins. They're both a little choked up for a second. And, you know, Triple H is talking about how he knew Seth Rollins had it in him. And he needs to make a decision by the end of the night, though, about who he's going to fight. He's like, the machine keeps on rolling, so I need you to make a decision. Dean Ambrose comes out. He's like, I really like this like father-son dynamic you guys got going on here, but you're basically hypocrites. You know, remember when you guys were at each other's throats? And Dean Ambrose kept pressing for an Ambrose-Rollins match. He goaded Triple H into it. So the first match of the night is Ambrose versus Rollins. It's a really good match. I really liked it. Definitely set the pace for the night. And these two, I mean, typically when they get together, it's a good match. Whether they're teaming up or they're against each other. They're just good. So, I really liked how they started it. And, of course, Rollins is going to get the win. He's finally going to beat Ambrose because they got to build him up for WrestleMania. So that's kind of what you would expect. So it was a really good start. Really good opening promos. Really good first match. And then they instantly buried it. Ambrose still in the ring after commercial break. Nia Jax comes out with Tamina. And I don't know why the fuck they were pushing this sloppy ass person. But they're having words, Dean Ambrose and Nia Jax, and then Tamina walks around behind Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose turns around. Nia Jax hits Dean Ambrose out of the ring. I can't stand Nia fucking Jax. I cannot stand her. There is... I literally want to turn my TV off every time I see her. She's not good at anything. She's just not. She wrecks people's bodies in the ring, and she sucks at promos. There is nothing redeemable about her as a superstar. She's not cute. She's not athletic. She is not entertaining in any way, shape, or form. She sucks at promos. Why the fuck are they pushing her so hard? I don't get it. And every time I see her, I want to shut the TV off. I want to cancel the network. I want to do, like, just... I cringe every time I see her. There is nothing redeemable about her. So this turns into Nia Jax and Tamina versus Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. You already know who's going to win because they're building Nia Jax to the moon for some reason. I don't know why. It's disturbing to me. I don't get it. So, backstage, Kurt Angle interview. Apparently he's taking on Baron Corbin next. Now I'm excited. Kurt Angle, he's doing a promo about how he had to get back on his feet after what Drew McIntyre did to him. And he's going to take out Baron Corbin for what he did. Baron Corbin gets the clean win on Kurt Angle. Baron fucking Corbin. The same Baron fucking Corbin that took Aleister Black out of the Royal Rumble. Why are they pushing these no-talent hacks? Baron Corbin is another guy that is just... And, like, I think that at this point WWE is like, you know, the fans really hate these people, so let's push them. Let's get them to get these reactions. I wish people would stop giving them reactions completely because then maybe they'd send the message. If Nia Jax came out and everybody was dead quiet with a blank face in the audience, maybe that would get the point across. Same thing with Baron Corbin. They have no talent. Nothing. Finn Balor comes out, does a promo next. Makes no excuses for his loss. Bobby Lashley comes out with Lio Rush. So now you have the third least talented person on the roster coming out. The guy who has literally butchered every promo he's had since he's come back. Now, I understand he's been given some really awkward stuff. And I even defended Bobby Lashley because he had a good run in TNA. But at this point, if you haven't made anything good, sorry, dude. That's just how I feel. So, Bobby Lashley runs through Finn Balor. He, like, drops him, like, 4 or 5 times. I don't know what it was. But it was just Bobby Lashley establishing his dominance over Finn Balor. Made Finn Balor look weak. Made Bobby Lashley, who cannot look good if you try to look good. Zack Ryder and Curt Hawkins versus the Revival next. I don't know that this went anywhere. I really don't. You have, you know, the storyline with Curt Hawkins. He's had 250-something losses in a row. Zack Ryder comes in, tries to help out his buddy. And so they take on the Revival, who is a very good team. I really like the Revival. But this would have been the perfect opportunity to build up Zack Ryder and Curt Hawkins as like a Cinderella story. Nope. Revival go over them, and it was pointless. It was pointless. Charlie interviews Daniel Bryan backstage, asking what if Seth Rollins picks him. Daniel Bryan says it doesn't matter. Either way, I'm going to win at WrestleMania. Essentially. So, decent promo. I like Daniel Bryan, honestly. I think he does cut good promos. God, I'm tripping over my tongue. I really do think that Daniel Bryan's good at promo work. But this was just like a little bit kind of in between segments. Then you get Elias. He's doing his in-ring bit. He gets interrupted by Jeff Jarrett. Apparently Elias has turned heel with no explanation. He's talking about how the crowd doesn't deserve any of his performance. So Road Dogg, Jeff Jarrett, both come out. That was kind of cool. You had a nice pop when Road Dogg's music hit too. And so they're singing. Elias hits both of them with a guitar. Doesn't really do much for anybody. Backstage, you get a Natalya Dana Brooke bit. Ember Moon got injured at the Royal Rumble. And unfortunately, she's out. She needs surgery on her arm, so she's going to be out for a while. So originally it was supposed to be Dana Brooke. It's supposed to be Natalya and Ember Moon teaming up. Dana Brooke winds up taking Ember Moon's place. She's not on the same page with Natalya. There's instant conflict there. So you get that backstage bit. Dana Brooke has all the acting ability of an amateur porn star. Like, she cannot act to save her life. It didn't sell. Backstage, after commercial, you get a very weird Mojo Rawley bit. He's like, because of you, you know, you haven't been pushed because of you. And he's winds up, he's looking in a mirror. Moving on. Natalya and Dana versus Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. It comes down to Natalya and Dana Brooke. Of course, are not on the same page. Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan are. The Riot Squad get the win. They are moving on in this tournament. Then you get an in-ring Ronda Rousey promo. Not the best of her career. And she gets interrupted by Bayley, who's like, you know, I'm one half of the Boston Hug Connection. Sasha took you to the limit, put the championship on the line, and I'll do the same. So that's the match that happens, which was a decent match. Bayley, Ronda Rousey going back and forth. Bayley tries to exploit the injuries that Ronda Rousey has. Apparently, Ronda tweaked a knee, and so Bayley went right to it. And at the end of the day, Ronda Rousey wins. Becky Lynch comes out. Becky Lynch does a really good promo, and it really sets the stage. And then Ronda Rousey cuts a better promo, I think, than when she initially got in the ring. But it worked. At the end, you know, it sold for Becky and Ronda Rousey, and Becky said that she's definitely going for Ronda. So that was cool. Then you get a backstage bit with Seth Rollins. Braun Strowman comes up to him, says, "Congratulations, you earned it. Now make sure you pick the right one and kick some ass." And so that was kind of cool. And then you have Braun Strowman. He goes up against Drew McIntyre. And I'm just going to fast forward to the end of this match because it was your typical big guy, you know, bang him around a little bit and whatever. Braun Strowman grabs the stairs and he acts like he's going to hit Drew McIntyre. Baron Corbin comes out, hits Braun Strowman from behind. Braun Strowman starts throwing Baron Corbin around. At the end of the day, Drew McIntyre surprises Braun Strowman with a Claymore kick, and then they double choke slam him onto the steps. I don't know how I feel about this one. It was there. I don't know that it did anything for me. And I'm honestly really disappointed that it looked like they were going to push Drew McIntyre quite a bit for a while, and it just looks like that stopped, which is really disappointing to me. Because you have the likes of Baron Corbin, Nia Jax, Bobby Lashley. Jesus Christ, man. Put somebody with some fucking talent in there. Drew McIntyre. He's got a great look. He's definitely getting better at promos. He's damn good in the ring. Why are we not using him? Why is he not being utilized over some of these non-talent fucks? I don't know. And that brings us to the end, where Brock Lesnar comes out with Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman gets a short promo that gets cut off by Seth Rollins walking straight up to Brock Lesnar, gets in his face, punches him, starts a fight. Then Brock Lesnar turns it around and hits like 5 or 6 F5s onto Seth Rollins, one on a belt. And so you're automatically building another David and Goliath scenario. I don't know how many times you can do David and Goliath, but that's what they're doing. That is essentially what it is. They did it with Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, Finn Balor. Now they're doing it with Seth Rollins. I mean, how many times can you have the same fucking scenario? I'm not big on this Raw. There were people saying they really liked this Raw. I couldn't stand most of it, if I'm being honest. It started very strong. The opening promos with Seth Rollins, Triple H, Dean Ambrose, that was good. The Ambrose-Rollins match was good. But it instantly took a nosedive. And in my opinion, you were pushing 3 of the worst talents on your roster. Sorry, that's how I feel. So, this is not going to get a very big score from me. I'll give it a 2 out of 10, I think. I don't think it deserves anything more than that. I did not like it. I fucking can't stand Nia Jax. I can't stand Baron Corbin. Bobby Lashley has made some incredibly cringeworthy promos since he's been back. And in the ring, he hasn't done anything impressive. Not one thing. So, that's 3/4 of your show right there. 2 out of 10. That's where I'm at. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed this or if you agree with me, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackwitz. Kaged Nation, out.